Life has a way of hitting hard, sometimes breaking us in ways we could never have imagined. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, the failure of a dream, financial struggles, or the end of a cherished relationship, these moments of deep hurt can leave us shattered. But in these broken moments, there's an opportunity to grow, heal, and emerge stronger than before. This is not just about surviving, it's about thriving after life has brought you to your knees. Let's explore what it means when life breaks you and how to rebuild yourself in ways that are meaningful, powerful, and lasting. The reality of being broken. When life breaks you, it feels like the ground has been pulled out from under you. Everything you once knew, the world you carefully built, can come crashing down. The pain can be overwhelming, making you question your purpose, your worth, and your future. This emotional and mental breakdown might manifest in different forms: depression, anxiety, isolation, or even physical illness. The weight of the situation can make it seem as though there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Being broken doesn't necessarily mean hitting rock bottom in the traditional sense. Sometimes it's about the gradual erosion of hope as life's difficulties pile up without relief. It can be subtle but relentless, wearing you down until you're left feeling hollow, numb, and disconnected. This phase is difficult, but it's important to remember that being broken is not the end. It's a critical part of a larger transformative journey. The beauty in brokenness. There's a concept in Japanese culture called kintsugi, which involves repairing broken pottery with gold, making the cracks part of the object's story, not something to hide. The philosophy behind this art form is profound. Our breaks, our scars, can become the most beautiful part of who we are. When life breaks you, you are forced to confront the most vulnerable parts of yourself. This is uncomfortable and painful, but it also creates space for self-awareness and introspection. When everything falls apart, you have a choice: either stay broken or begin the process of healing and transformation. And in this process, you may find a deeper understanding of yourself, a clearer vision of what truly matters, and a renewed sense of purpose. Brokenness also reveals the strength we didn't know we had. In moments of despair, we discover our capacity for resilience. It's often said that we don't know how strong we are until being strong is our only option. Rising from the depths of adversity shows us that we are far more capable than we ever imagined. Steps to rebuilding yourself. 1. Acceptance. The first step to healing is accepting the situation for what it is. Denial, anger, and frustration are natural responses to pain, but clinging to them will only prolong the suffering. Acceptance is not about giving up or agreeing with what has happened, it's about acknowledging reality. You must face the pain head-on if you want to move forward. 2. Allow yourself to grieve. It's important to give yourself time to mourn what you've lost. Whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, or a way of life, there's no shame in feeling sadness or disappointment. Grieving allows you to process the emotional weight of the situation, so you can eventually let it go. There is no set timeline for grief, so allow yourself the space to feel it fully. 3. Seek support. You don't have to go through this alone. Whether it's talking to a friend, family member, therapist, or support group, sharing your pain with others can ease the burden. Sometimes just knowing that someone else understands your struggle can make all the difference. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's a courageous step toward healing. 4. Shift your perspective. One of the most powerful tools in overcoming adversity is changing how you view the situation. Instead of seeing life's breaking moments as something purely negative, try to see them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge presents a lesson, even if it's not immediately clear. Shifting your mindset from victimhood to empowerment can be a game changer. 5. Practice gratitude. In the midst of hardship, it can feel impossible to find things to be grateful for. But even in the darkest times, there are glimmers of light. Whether it's the support of a friend, the beauty of a sunset, or the simple fact that you're still breathing, finding small things to appreciate can shift your focus from despair to hope. 6. Take small steps forward. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience and perseverance. Start by taking small steps forward even when it feels difficult. Set tiny, manageable goals that build your confidence and sense of progress. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to wholeness. 7. Embrace change. When life breaks you, it often means that things will never go back to the way they were, and that's okay. Change is an inevitable part of life, and sometimes it takes a breakdown to push you into a new phase of existence. Embrace the change and see it as a chance to reinvent yourself. It's an opportunity to rebuild your life in a way that aligns more closely with who you are and what you truly want. 8. Find meaning in the struggle. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and renowned psychiatrist, once said, "In some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning. When life breaks you, it can feel meaningless, but finding a purpose in the pain can transform your experience. Perhaps your struggle will lead you to help others, or maybe it will inspire you to create something new. Look for ways to turn your pain into purpose." Rising from the ashes. When life breaks you, it can feel like the end of the world. But history and human experience show us that breaking is often the first step toward transformation. Just as a phoenix rises from the ashes, you too can rise from your struggles stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. In the end, being broken by life doesn't define you. What defines you is how you choose to rebuild yourself. Will you stay shattered, or will you pick up the pieces and create something even more beautiful? The choice is yours, and in that choice lies the power to turn your breaking point into your breakthrough moment. Being broken by life is an experience that connects us all. It's painful, it's raw, and it often feels unbearable. But it's also an opportunity, a chance to transform, to rebuild, and to become something greater. Embrace the journey of healing. Take it one step at a time, and remember that even in your brokenness, you are whole, valuable, and capable of incredible strength.